Why is it not working again? There we go. Okay. Alright, so I got no idea why that did that. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure everything's working properly before I actually start again. Fuck. That's weird. Hold on. Something's odd about this one. Okay, there we go. I don't know what was going on there, but it was just glitching out on me for a second. Okay. So, while I'm playing, I'm also going to be eating a bit because I'm starving. I'm pretty sure that's a good reason to eat. I might at some point take a break so I can actually concentrate on eating because I will forget. Because my dumbass doesn't know how to do one thing at once, apparently. But yeah. I did realize, like, yesterday, well, not yesterday, earlier, that I did forget to, like, give, like, notice of, like, oh, hey, there is some trigger warnings and stuff like that. So, I'll make sure to keep track of it and stuff, but if anything changes, yeah, I'll let y'all know. For now, let me load the game because I don't know where it actually stopped at. Okay. There we go. No, talking already. Okay. Alright. And for any... Alright. And then... Maybe I want a little recap. I can scroll over these later on. But yeah. Okay. The darkness closes around me. Grasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. My eyes snap open. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. Both my back and my shoulders ache after I've fallen asleep all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. Out of my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window, and allow my breathing to slow down before tangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxburn, or at least none I can recall having. It's a shame because they all used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but more pleasant kind I told my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone. The knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
Habit forced me to look over the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavy on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep! Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Wow. I forgot how many noodle cups she actually eats. Oh, look. It's a picture of all of us. It's so cute. I'm guessing that's Rebecca. Maybe these are our siblings. It's so cute. Admittedly, it's the weekend. As an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened. Oh lord, one box of donuts as a peace offering won't be enough for the second time around. Grab my towel. I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first, my mind conflicting whether I should ignore or answer it. But what if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? At the end, my rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull out the device. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. The caller ID says Mama.
Huh?
It's around 4:45 in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Usually it's around noontime here, and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, the most street tone I can gather.
Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Mama! I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
I forgot her first name was Grace.
We're good, we're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
There's a tired little inner voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I was just something I can do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. Well, my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. I can't count on my older sisters either, knowing she has a family of her own. And well, Aidan's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
The subject I'm a bit hesitant to approach. From the way Mama's voice hitches, she doesn't want to bring it up either.
Papa... Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds. But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well. The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life's gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with the sickness 5 years ago, he's been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding eight mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood is seriously enough to cover the cost of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I started to think that the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Her mom's always gonna worry about her kid, you know? Hopefully. If not, then I'll find another way. But she doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama. You taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Ah. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't want to even try. When are you coming home? EJ, the youngest, she's the only person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile, though Mama can't see it. I try to fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end. Sound of gates opening. Voice of a child, EJ, talking excitedly about his stay at school. The tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Close my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim my head. It's pointless to mull over these things now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Fortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Oh,
No.
never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No. It's nothing like that. Will you calm down?
Anxiety. Oh god, I understand that.
Get yourself here, all right? I'll tell you everything then.
There's a telltale din of several feet shuffling into room flooring, and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts connection. That isn't in any way comforting. There's enough reason for me to hastily just grab my phone and finish my shower in the record time. I make it to our office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment. Complete, shoveled, and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor common to Briar Realty and Corporation Luxburn office. Jesus Christ. Greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing at ragged intervals, agents talking at varying volumes, staff moving about, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees?
Well, he's pissed.
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
My boss's words turn muffled as someone closes the door to his office. Likely they worked with an HR manager. For the past few weeks, he's been in a bad mood of a few employees who have failed to report to work. I heard they're still trying to get a hold of them, but to no avail. The result is, half their workload has been restricted to all available staff, so not to lose clients. Not that I mind extra work or anything. It means I'll have more to send my family back home. Although, rumors of the branch closure circulating because of this indeed is a bit worrisome. My bag barely touches the top table and Rose moves me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers. If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
One after another, she throws a bunch of paperwork in my hands without explanation. The page flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as it straightens. A purchase and a sales agreement. Rose simply gestures her thumb in the direction of a visitor lounge when I tip my head in question. There, seated on the sofa, looking completely out of place. Ah, shit. Looking completely out of place in the humbly decorated room is the same couple from the day before, the Wrights. Something bubbles in my throat. The presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
She swats at my head, tugging her sleeve, though her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants this sale to happen as much as I do. Now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed. Your documents don't need to be signed still, but the elation's there. along with a foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madame Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
Damn, 15%. That's a lot of damn money.
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
Even with that urban legend?
Rose nods.
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? Oh, I'd haggle down on price lowest. I haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with all the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive a hefty commission after all. Nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling that she's heading back to them and for an unspoken instruction for me to follow when I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest since it has put him in a better mood to the entire office relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she noticed my presence in the lounge. Oh, well. Her lips are twisted in a frown. She doesn't seem particularly happy to see me, and I'm not surprised. Who wouldn't be? I almost created a scene. Mr. Wright, however...
Why, if it isn't a little Lily. I trust you're feeling well now.
Why does he call me Lily? What the fuck? I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's Isabella, sir. Not Lily. I appreciate your concern. I'm feeling better now.
Yes, please. Yeah. I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a very common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I hand them their copy of the agreement.
I believe I can take that. Thank you very much.
With how elegantly she plucks the papers from my hand, it's easy to think that there isn't a trace of irritation in her. But there is, radiating in her stiff glance, in the way she's standing at a fair distance from her husband, and how the two look to be ignoring each other. Seeing this scene, it becomes clear to me that I'm not the one who has her in a bad mood. Did they fight? Most probably. I've seen it happen a dozen times with previous clients. It's a shame, especially with a new mansion. I never did like when my own mom and papa fight. I hope they make it up soon. Apparently satisfied with what she sees, Ma'am Hannah claps her hands together before extending it to us for a handshake. Rose and I release the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then?
Are you really sure about this property, ma'am? We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something not haunted, perhaps? Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, "Don't make a scene, we're almost there."
Of course. Why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately.
Well, most people don't really think to bring the documents to an open house.
Shame she didn't have it.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
Sure.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, servants or not, you're going to make people listen to your input nonetheless.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget,
She discreetly folds something both her hands and winks. A finger raised her lips, demanding our silence.
What happened the day before was quite unfortunate, but you did get us what we wanted in the end. That, at the very least, is commendable.
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
She smiles sweetly, like this is simply the most normal thing to do in the world.
Oh, before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house. You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you too soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling after they left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. Probably feels lucky about the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part? A second ago, we just sold a haunted property to two innocent clients. Sure, the commission is big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization, big enough to pay for all four of my youngest siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant Uno diet for months. I don't even have to go back to the mansion as well, once the deal's been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But always something is in there, and we gave it to a good couple despite that. Oh, Isabella, things you do to sell a house to get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least I have good news to tell next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well, there's something. So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised. What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
And? She sneaks an arm over my shoulders, at least close to my ear, as though she's about to say her big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
Free food's great.
Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
Yeah, she did kind of handle most of this.
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me.
Eh.
But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removed herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Nothing surprising there. She is one of BRC's top agents, no matter how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course, I learned eventually. I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, rose from a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet to be fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it's the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives. Of goals we both let us pass by us because circumstances would have been. I do wonder why she stopped.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion. Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
If I remember right, like everybody who's gone missing or just stopped showing up for work was connected to the damn property. So, it's kind of surprising that. It's kind of not surprising, I guess. But whatever. Wonder why none of the members thought about that one. Not at all. The boss thinks he ran away.
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
She throws a wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out, but oversleeping did not be the luxury of packing my lunch today. If one considers taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry packing your lunch. Not really. Time to make good on the promise to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash, too. In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Ash, on the other hand, couldn't be reached. Omni calls him straight to his voicemail. He's at it again. Right here today, gone the next day. Oh well, his loss. We have agreed to meet at a nearby cafe. The same one I frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time. Quaint, little old-fashioned, though looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. Much like its facade, the interior carries an antiquated charm to it. Vintage jars pieces, and rows of shelving boasting an extensive collection of books in the wall. It would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on the weekend, the place is still packed with people. Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in casual chatter when I arrive. Alright, let me finish my pizza real quick before I continue. Holy shit. That's fun. Alright. Okay. It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same things when there's something funny, but there's distance. They kind of be born out of different interests. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he is. Might be the tallest in our group, but everyone knows that it means nothing against Becca's temper. Even I'm a little scared of her.
Zach! Becca!
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened? I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still.
Don't rush me. Let's order food first, okay?
They're just going to take our order. I remember one day, me and Becca would order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies. Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausages, or potatoes in it. But today's a good day. Great, even. Something wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special. For the three of us.
Even the person jotting down our order looks surprised at today's meal choice. She wears it nonetheless and leaves without a comment. Becca furrows her eyebrows, her mouth halfway open, ready to loose what's likely to be a string of reprimands.
Don't worry. It's my treat.
The glare she sends my way reminds me of the one I received from Mama when I punched a kid bullying my younger brother 18 years ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day. But Becca is far from being my mom. Small sheepish grin is enough to turn that frown to a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we each served our order. Isn't anything fancy. Pan roasted sea bass with citrus, just asparagus, and a portion of mashed potatoes on the side. At least that's what the daily special board says. I really don't like asparagus. I barely even like vegetables, unfortunately. There are probably only like a couple that I will admittedly eat, but that's just me. I need to pay attention to it whenever I come here, since they price whatever is written way above what I'm willing to pay. I don't spend my food in a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
You're always hungry.
Hey, not all the time.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Seconds?
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
Let us say, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
What if Becca thinks something bad?
Well, we're waiting.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
You know, I just thought of something. Her voice actually is very familiar, and I can't think of who it sounds like. I'm trying to figure it out, but and as soon as a grin breaks out my face, except
I'm sorry, say that again.
And this is important because...
Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is definitely searching for someone to explain it. I don't want to do that to Ash. Oh, bummer. Maybe I should rephrase it. Yeah, I don't want to do that to Ash. My instant noodle days are over.
Let me do that again. Guess what, guys? I'm paying! I sold the house!
As the news sinks in, their expression goes from sheer bewilderment to utter surprise. That's more like it.
You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. As of today, I, Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos, am free from my instant noodle binge.
Seriously?
Hold it, Belle. You sold the house?
Yep.
Which house is this? In Aslam Village? The one with the open house yesterday?
One
The
and the
one
same.
and only.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Becca. I know you've got a better memory than that.
Oh, wow. That's...
She has a, Although she's nodding and gives the impression of someone who's heard something unbelievable, and is still forcing her brain to absorb it. Did you think we would be able to sell it? That's a faith me, Becca. Am I not your best friend or what?
You don't believe me?
The words come out of my mouth before I could stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the look on their faces, it seems they are too. Me and my stupid mouth.
I'm sure it ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
My cat's pushing my chair. Hey.
No, I do believe you. But don't you think the sale happened a bit too fast? The open house only started yesterday, and now you already have a buyer?
It happens from time to time.
Yeah, but... Look, I'm happy for you. Just yesterday, you've been really worried where to get money for your dad's new treatment. And now, all of a sudden, you have something. What if the sale doesn't push through, or I don't know, they're a fraud, or they suddenly back out? Isn't it a little too early to celebrate?
She does have a point, but...
Rebecca does have a point, Bella. If you haven't closed the deal yet, there's still a chance they'll go back on it.
They don't seem like it to me. The lady appeared to really want it, and she approached me without even finishing the tour.
Pressured me more into it more like. But I'm not gonna tell Becca that. Knowing her, she'll only worry.
And she already hired someone to handle the house's interior design.
You're joking. Who would do that?
The Wrights, apparently. It's actually pretty funny. She's a bit too excited to get the property, she forgot to buy it. At any rate, they've already signed the agreement today, so it's just a matter of time. And don't tell anyone about this, but Ma'am Hannah also gave us something extra.
Something as in...
As in, it's why I can treat you two to a free meal.
I'm more surprised you accepted it.
She didn't really give us a choice in the matter. So don't lose sleep over this, okay? The couple really want the house. If Rose didn't stop them, they'd likely have paid up front for it yesterday. That's despite the legends, too. I even tried to show them the letter. But nope. I want this house, darling. Go take all our money.
You don't really think they believe that, do you? I'm pretty sure for them, those are just rumors as well. No one is that superstitious in this day and age, Belle. Well, there's you.
Right. You know what? I'll just eat all of these by myself.
I'm gonna gather their plates to my side, the food in reach still untouched. Enough almost takes my mouth away as Zach's expression turns to disappointment. Becca's hand interrupts me as I'm about to pull her plate closer to me.
I'm kidding! Don't go all pouty on me again. I'm just concerned you'll get hurt if this doesn't happen. I know how badly you want to close this deal for your papa.
I'm sure he's gonna be fine now, though, with the money. They don't know yet. I think I'll call them tomorrow. Let them know things will be easier. Mama said this morning he's showing progress with the new treatment, too. It's just a matter of time.
I let myself smile, genuine and uninhibited. It's strange talking about this with other people, even those who have known you long enough. But today, things simply feel a whole lot lighter than here. Lunch passes in an enjoyable fashion. A laugh here, a playful jab there, but most of it spent catching up and telling stories about whatever's keeping us busy these days. Something you couldn't afford to do the day before, taking into account what happened. Even Becca's surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Zach, though, he appeared less energetic. While he's far from being the life of the party, he's definitely the type to keep quiet in conversation with his friends. Apart from the inputs, he's silent the entire time. Becca notices.
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
Huh? No, I'm okay. No worries, Rebecca.
Doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this will pass.
Come on, my love. It's okay.
Is it about the reviews this morning?
Pain expression crosses Zach's face, and almost immediately, Becca retreats in her inquiry, as though the man's look is enough to answer the question for her. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? This is why I don't like waking up late.
You heard about those, huh?
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place. I should have expected it.
What reviews?
Becca glances at Zach. Her emotions unsure, eyes asking for his consent on the matter. Although there's a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zach, it's always been better to wait, let him speak on his own. Becca too, to some extent, although with her, explosives of temper are more common. In the end, he simply answers the shift of his shoulders, gesturing for her to go on with Chilton's head.
It's his movie.
That doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca!
Zachary, I'm not the one supposed to be telling her about this. It's still your documentary.
Is it something bad?
Not bad per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Bad? Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those bowheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs.
I gotta wonder what the hell that word means. But I don't know. From how her tone rises in anger, it seems like she's the one slighted and not Zach. A snicker escapes me, which I probably stamped down on as soon as she sent me a hard look.
This isn't a laughing matter, Isabella. Some bowbag just insulted him.
Calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I do not ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out drivel, you're better off watching an educational kids' TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say. If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something. If nothing
Come on,
else, this helped
Zach.
me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
You're
No.
giving up.
It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental
Oh,
I
shit,
did
cat.
on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you worked on it for months.
Doesn't look like it matters for
You
those
can
people.
probably hear this cat here. Maybe see him. I'm not actually sure if he's in the camera or not.
Don't say that!
Our palm strikes the table, sending the tableware on top clinking against each other. I didn't even notice when I rose from my seat. But here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher would enroll a student. Becca's probably proud. I didn't mean to yell, but there's some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. How exasperating. He of all people should know.
It's just a review.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
Why does that matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
Nuria's gleam in her eyes when I turned to her. What does she find so entertaining here? Help me here. Your friend is about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I didn't even read what those pages wrote about his work, but a few scathing words should be enough to discourage someone. I should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
What I'm about to say gets lost in my tongue as flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Classified information.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
Nope, not a chance.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
First laughter comes from Zach.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things, how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
There's no face at all. Only poor imitation of puppy dog eyes, if you could call it this one.
Promise.
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys. Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. What's night ain't for another week?
And that's all the answer I need from him. As sentimental as it sounds, there's fulfillment in knowing another person, won't take the same path you walked. It's not like it's over for me though. I still have time. I could still come back. Do my own thing. Do what I really want to do. Surely once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Set my bag, my phone buzzed unexpectedly, breaking the Friday afternoon lull. This screen shows Rose.
Hey, Isabel. You at the office?
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding. BRC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
She states that as if it already explains everything. Then, out of the blue, she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxburn streets. All of which she says in a single breath I can barely keep up with and make out a single word. I stay quiet, if only to avoid becoming the next object of frustration. She's similar to Becca in that
I'm
regard.
stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
When she finally ran out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. No. Just a quick mumble plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead, and then...
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye. Thanks.
Classic Rose. She has to call without even asking my input. The sky is cloudless, and the noontime sun beating down on the hard concrete when we leave the cafe. It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood or make them vulnerable to catching something. Alright, real quick, I'm going to take a quick break. My mouth is kind of dying again. And yeah, so just give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright, I'm back again. God. Before you continue, let me just get another damn drink. Alright, it looks like our race should just all go back up. God, that would have... Just saying ashes in there. Everything that's gonna mean. I want to do good by everybody. And everything, but I know that's not really always possible. Like, from yesterday, like, Zach's and Ash both went up, but then Marianne's, then Rebecca's went down, on the exact same one. So, sometimes you just gotta pick who you're gonna displease first, want to displease more, or who you want to please better. It kind of sucks, but that's how it works. Oh, wrong day. Okay. It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood or make them vulnerable to catching something. No wonder we have staff members going AWOL lately, not to mention my boss's miracle moods. I'm still saying that they've all died. That's just me. I'm just saying they're all dead. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want our usual cloudy weather back. For all the gripes about the unpredictable weather, though, the streets of Luxembourg remain constantly busy. The hurried tapping of shoes against the pavement and the inane chatter coming from a lunchtime crowd fills the humid afternoon air. A small reminder of things we still have to do, regardless of how much I want to return to comfort my bed. Back to Bright Reality for me. Zach to a meeting with the magazine publisher featuring luxury houses. Rebecca to her lesson plans and books at home. More than once, I catch her sneaking long glances over at something on the display shop window. Did she want to buy something? Maybe we can get it for Christmas. Turn her head to the last shop she checked out. A fleeting glimpse. The world stills. The damn bitch is back. She looks at me, hollow eyes, a gaze piercing, boring in my very soul, like a set of chains keeping my body still. There are no shadows or whispers this time. Only a plea. Low and distinct, compelling me, beckoning me, intent on dragging me into the void beyond the glass. I don't dare move. My heart hammers against my ribs. Each beat, every thumb screaming at me to look away and make a run for it. But I can't. I couldn't. All of my limbs feel heavy, while my own breathing strains in the face of her calls.
Leave me alone.
Her mouth is stretched in a grin, wide and unpleasant. The panic building up in my chest forces me to take a tentative step back. I try not to stare at the decaying flesh, the blood streaming from the gaping wounds on her arms and her nailless fingers. I don't want this. Not like this. Not after what I want for Papa.
No, stop. Leave me alone.
God, I knew that was gonna happen. We're bracing towards, and she lets out a wail, sharp and utterly unforgiving. Rage. There's only hatred and bitterness, as if that very notion of turning away from her is an offense in itself.
Please! I don't want this!
Before I know what I'm doing, I'm stumbling back. My own throat hoarse from the screams I didn't even notice already coming out of my mouth. The back of my feet catches on loose stone, sending me sprawling on the ground. The resulting pain completely jolts me out of the haze, blurring my mind. For a while, my surroundings appear unfamiliar until Becca's face swims into my vision. A look of concern is on her face, and her hands are gripping my arms tightly. Even Zach appears beside himself with worry while he stands behind her, acting as a shield against a small crowd of onlookers already moving around us.
What happened?
Bella, you okay?
Our mouth opens and closes, but nothing comes out. The words refuse to form. On impulse, I sneak a swift glance at the display window. She's gone. The foreboding feeling hasn't left me. My hands are shaking as I push myself off the ground, my weakened limbs relying solely on reflex and muscle memory. Something icy has made a hole in the pit of my stomach. I want to throw up. Anything to to get this wretched presentation out.
You are screaming. Zach, call someone!
No, don't. I'm good. I'm good. I need to get to the office. Rose, the floor plans. Someone's going to pick it up. I'll see you later.
Careful. Don't stand up yet. Stay put, Isabella. Zach, you watch over her for me. I'll call for someone.
I tend to smile to put her at ease, but like comes off with grimace. She is a good friend when it comes down to it. Like, she really is, and everything. So I just feel bad all this bullshit is happening to like all these people that they're such good people, except for one of them's an asshole, and that's not Ash. God. But even then, I don't feel like any of these guys like deserve to die because of the curse or bullshit like that. Gently, I push her hands off my shoulders. My knees are still trembling, but I can stand. Leave. Leave me. Stay away. Away. The humidity is stifling. Everyone's stares are unnerving, and Becca and Zach's concerns are suffocating. I don't want to be here. No more. I break into a run. I wish I hadn't left my bed this morning. Here, it's only the occasional drips of water in the sink, and the whirring of a fan lays keep me company. It's easy to fall into a cycle of negative thinking. But even with the clutter to keep me company, the room still feels a whole lot bigger than usual. I hook my knees closer as a group passes by outside. Loud. So loud. If only there was a way to tune everything out, to keep my head from replaying every image, every sound of her. Her screams, her awkward gait as she reaches for me, her bone-chilling smile, her pleas for enough. That's enough. A shiver passes over me, though it's not from the hair still hanging damp from my back. I ignore the draft that enters the room from the windows I've left wide open. My shave shifts over to sitting on the coffee table. Its edges flutter innocuously as the wind touches it. Funny how an ordinary-looking piece of paper can bring this much trouble. The impulse to throw it away or rip it to pieces is still there. I can easily do it, but after that, what? Will she leave me? What about those people who have already seen it? Would they be okay? This uncertainty gnaws at me. Knowing that she's real and might go after the people I care about, I just wish somebody would listen. Believe me. The abrupt break in the silence near makes me jump out of my skin. Finally, I fished out my phone from under the mess of papers and cushions where I've carelessly thrown it before taking a shower hours ago. Ash's name flashes brightly on the screen. Is he calling because of this afternoon?
Thank you so much for spamming my inbox, scaredy cat.
Hey, Ash.
What's wrong?
I just had a long day. The couple who bought the house wanted us to finish processing the papers within the week. It's a little hectic, but we'll manage.
Really? You sold it?
Don't sound so surprised. I told you, you don't stand a chance. The rights won't take no for an answer. You've been on the losing end from the very start. Ha!
Whoever said I was interested in the house in the first place?
You did!
But you said...
Despite his nice tone, his snicker only comes off as annoying to my ears. I had to fight the urge to end the call right then and there. Stupid Ash.
You're such an ass. And just so you know, I'm not treating you to a separate celebration. Or ever.
No, that's just unfair. And here I was looking something up for you. Didn't you say you wanted to talk to Andrew?
I paused. I did say that, but I didn't actually think he'd go through the trouble, considering how much he scoffed at it.
Is he okay with that?
Totally. Besides, I need to ask him about something. I might as well do it soon. What do you say you come with me tomorrow morning?
Well, there's no harm in it, I suppose. I've got a free day anyway.
Great, I'll just pick you up. Don't oversleep.
Don't compare me to you. I'm not the one who sleeps like a rock.
Another round of chuckles coming from him. Oh, I will live for the day he will stop making fun of me. Just you wait, you ashhole. As I'm about to end the call, he clears his throat.
And, Isabella?
His sudden, diffident tone sends my eyebrows shooting from my hairline. Is the world ending today?
Yeah? Did you forget something?
Are you... Do you think you... We... Never mind. Good night.
I want to know what he's gonna say. He hangs up instantly. Rude. Completely rude. I didn't even get to thank him. The busy tone, the muffled echoes to the receiver. No one is saying this will work. Even I'm doubtful. I wasn't know what the fuck he was gonna say. Damn it. But right now, I'll take anything. Anything to get out of this nightmare. Sleep comes easier tonight. For the first time in a long time, I dream. Clear skies, unrestrained laughter from children playing in the streets, and small cramped dwellings. Hey Snorlax, yeah, I'm talking a shit ton for this game, but it's worth it for the game. So, the site does not paint a pretty picture. However, this is home to me. But this is only the second day. And only the first person I get to play as, so I'm kind of dying. Because I've played for this game before, and I got about... I had like, 18 hours on the game, I think, and I think I was like half through the game, if that. I'm picking different choices through a lot of it and everything, so... Hey, shit, cat. Ooh. Hold on. Bentley, come on, get down. Get down. There you go. Jesus Christ. I lost my entire train of thought for that, so, but whatever. I can play as like a bunch of different characters and shit. So, like just Hannah, Zach, Marianne, Rebecca, Ashton, and Luke. I can play as all 7 of them, and I didn't even make it halfway. I don't think actually. So, I've got a bit of way to go. But yeah. Although the air still feels muggy, I miss the chilly autumn weather. It's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Ash's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. This right here is new to me though, so I definitely have no idea what's gonna happen. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I'm already heading downstairs where Ash is waiting for me in his car. His hair is a shoveled mess, eyes drowsy, and overall looking like he hurried to get out of bed. So he overslept today, huh? Or fell out of it. Or both. He was adorably rumpled this way. But I'm not going to tell him that. It only blow his unbearable ego.
Good morning, Ash.
Honestly, I am just grateful that I don't actually have to, use their voices or anything, because that'd probably kill me. I don't think I'd ever play this game this long. He makes a motion with his finger around his ear. Tone it down.
Can you even drive?
He gives me a slight raise of his hand, a yawn, and nothing more. He's never particularly fond of mornings, and for that, I'm grateful to every god in the universe. Less mental capacity for him to make fun of me. You know what? Fair Ash. Honestly, I'm very like this, like, when I first wake up and stuff, I would like, depending on the day, I would just like make like my grunting noises and everything, and won't really speak at all. Like my entire family like got a knack for like every single noise I make means something different, and managed to figure out exactly what each little noise meant. And there's like a bajillion of them when it came down to it. Bentley, stop! No. You should know this frustrating, damn. There's a reason why mornings are my favorite. It doesn't take long for us to reach our destination. A small cafe situated in Luxburn's busiest street. Same one I used to visit often with Becca for cheap food. I've never gone here on a Sunday, and it's striking how different it appears without the usual weekday and Saturday rush. That atmosphere especially reminds me of something else I had back home. Near the university I used to attend. I wonder what happened to it. It was being renovated before I left, so I never got a visit the last time. This place has always had a calming effect on me. But today, despite staying in a place similar to it, anxiety easily washes over me as soon as I step out of the car. I'm quite used to dealing with people I've never met before thanks to my work. But still, I don't know him. Despite the fact that both Ash and Becca vouched for him, what would he think of me and my story? What if he thinks I'm crazy? Hell, even my own friends thought so. I drew my breath to quell the panic rising inside of me. Oh well, only one way to find out. He goes and steps forward, and then Ash suddenly pulled me back by my elbow.
Hold on, scaredy cat. Not too fast.
Without warning, he flicks my head hard.
That hurts! What was that for?
He started walking away when I look up, and I hurried to catch up to him, puzzled. I really don't understand this guy. At least explain why you're flicking other people's foreheads all of a sudden. So rude.
Get yourself together, will you? He's not going to bite. He's very accommodating, too.
I wasn't scared of him or anything.
You don't look like it. Didn't sound like you were okay last night either.
Stupid detective. Huh?
What was that last one? Hey! Don't just ignore me!
He just ran away. All questions retorts die in my mouth once he opens the door of the shop. A cast iron bell attached to it chimes softly, announcing our arrival. The smell of freshly brewed coffee welcomes us as soon as we step in. Like usual, several tables and chairs have been set up for the patrons. But most of the customers have forgone them in favor of more comfortable throw pillows and beanbags the staff has laid on the floor. Becca would love to know that they done something on Sundays. She's been complaining how uncomfortable the library chairs are for a long time now. Ash leads me to a secluded spot near the window where an old man, probably in his 50s or 60s, is seated, enjoying a brew and a book.
Professor Clark.
It's just Andrew now. I'm no longer your professor, Detective Inspector Frey.
The guy Andrew looks up from his book and gives him a smile. A sheepish look crosses his face at the older man's admonishment. More unusual, in my opinion, is seeing him appear like a parent, like a parent has just scolded him. But it suggests a familiarity between them. One goes beyond what someone expects from a student and mentor. With another warm smile, he gestures for us to take empty seats opposite of him.
Have you been waiting long?
Quite some time.
Damn, Ash, you made him wait.
But I come here early on weekends. Best time to get their first serving of bear claws. They're the only place that serves it here.
Very close.
I took the liberty of ordering for you two. I hope you don't mind. I thought it'd be best to talk over a decent helping of coffee.
I mean, fair. Me personally, I don't drink coffee, so... Soon enough, the waiter brings us 2 more cups and sets down a basket of pastries.
Aren't you going to introduce the lady?
Right. Sorry. Isabella, this is Prof. Andrew. He's one of my professors back at the university. Andrew, this is Isabella Santos.
Santos. Portuguese? Spanish? Brazilian? Mexican?
Filipina, actually. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
Ah, your name carries a lot of history, Miss Santos. Just Andrew is fine. Don't do what Ashton's doing. He doesn't listen to this old man.
He doesn't listen to anyone more like. The awkward tension typically present in first meeting dissipates after that. I was expecting someone strict and, to some extent, severe. But Professor Andrew Clark is definitely the opposite of what I have in mind. The more personable kind, similar to a grandfather who dotes on your family gatherings. It's obvious why Ash has taken a liking to him.
Ashton tells me there's something you wish to discuss that I could help with. Let's hear it then.
I give Ash a hesitant glance, but he just nods and gestures towards Andrew with his head. He's even this to me. It's my story to tell after all. I keep it short and concise. I found a letter in this old mansion, now I'm cursed. Exactly as I've told Ash and Zach when they asked about it. I don't mention the name of the place. Who are you saying now that someone legally owns it? Who are you dragging other people into my problems?
I'm sure it's that letter I found. But I don't know anymore. I just want to know how to escape this nightmare.
Of course. We're talking about the one in Anslem Village, aren't we?
How did you...
Yep.
Don't look so surprised. there's only one place popular enough here if we're going to talk about hauntings. I once had a colleague who wrote about it and the urban legends surrounding the place. Years worth of study, but fascinating. It's a shame he passed away at such a young age. He would have done a much better job at explaining topics like this one compared to me. Ashton here might disagree, but it's an interesting topic in sociology, if you care to have an open mind.
It's an interesting topic, one way or the other. I mean,
Studying the science and theory behind it is completely different from outright believing in it.
You don't believe in those stories, sir?
Now, this isn't a question of belief. All I'm saying is things like these speak a lot about a place's culture and history. And it's not just limited to ghosts. Monsters, gods, you name it. Even you, Miss Santos.
What about me?
How you respond to these stories. It tells a lot about you and your upbringing, in the same way it tells me why our detective inspector here finds such topics absurd. Interesting, isn't it?
my head's gonna spin from all this. I'm not the smartest person around, but I understand what anyone's trying to get at, I think. It's still too much to take it all at once. I look to Ash for help, but his eyebrows are drawn in a frown. If he keeps staring like that at his cup, I'm pretty sure it'll crack soon.
There's still something you're not telling.
Didn't I tell you everything the other day?
Yeah, but you mentioned the rights. Then you proceeded to drop the topic right after. What's with that?
They don't have anything to do with this.
Rights? Luke and Hannah, right?
Yep, Bruce.
Yeah, they're the ones who got the place.
I'm not surprised. They're the kind who gets what they want once they set their eyes on it.
He doesn't sound very happy.
From what I've heard, word gets around.
A heavy sigh escapes my lips. Popular or not, just my clients. A bit a little pushy, but just clients. End of story. We should stop pestering about them. Okay, I'm gonna go with, I know you're trying to help because that's what I would personally say. But, now that I'm president, I feel like I did the wrong thing. I'm gonna go back. I can't. Okay, what is it that Becca does when dealing with a particularly difficult child? The pesky, annoying kind? Wish I could remember. I guess I'm gonna use the same trick about, right now.
Ashton, look here. I know you're trying to help, but the deal's almost already closed. The papers are being prepared. Once it's done, it's over. I'm just their agent.
And when is that happening?
When what? Is there even a purpose to this line of questioning?
Your working relationship with them. When's it going to end?
It's interesting how he cares so much about this, but I don't know.
About a week from now. It depends on how long the approval process would take, but they wanted us to rush it.
Really? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, really. Unless they want to buy a house again and want me and Rose to be their agent. If yes, then I don't see a problem with it. Now stop annoying me about it.
Don't accept it.
What? Why? It's my job.
Oh lord, even my younger siblings are this difficult to deal with. Then again, Ash is far from a younger sibling to me. If only you spell it out, I'm sure I'd understand. We wouldn't even have to talk about it right now. That's how it is, right? Find even ground, talk about it like adults we are. It wasn't like this before, but somewhere along the way, something changed in us, as people, as friends. I wish there was a way I could tell when or why. Instead, I'm left searching blindly for reasons. The next thing we know, we'll be drifting further and further apart. My theory is I think he's got a crush. Just based off his interactions before, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. How frustrating.
Now, kids, settle down. We're not going to solve anything by shouting.
Sorry, Sir Andrew.
And we're not going to solve anything either if you keep omitting things.
Okay, Ash does have a point there.
Speak for yourself. I'm not the only one doing it.
You'll have to forgive my former student, Miss Santos. He's always been the curious kind. Many people think he's lazy, but it's actually the opposite. I see that hasn't changed.
Oh, really? How is he back when he was your student?
Oh god, that's
I'm
great.
sorry, I need to ask. He doesn't talk much about that.
And there's a reason why. Please don't.
I don't know if it is bad or not.
Tried to sleep on the first day of class.
Oh my god.
He didn't repeat it after what I made him do when I caught him. Students like him are the easiest to deal with, once you know what piques their interest. I'd have to say, he's one of the very few who's actually interested in the subject, though.
What subject?
But there was this one time when...
Wait, but what subject? By the end of the conversation, Az looks like he's praying for the ground to swallow him. Yes. He's never been one to talk about himself. What I know about him is mostly bits and pieces I've gleaned over the years. He's an atrocious singer, he's bad at art, and has a personal vendetta against mornings. Oh, he is also really shitty at cooking. You do find this out later on. He's such a bad cook, he actually has had the fire department called on him a couple times. Now it feels like he isn't that hard to figure out after all. It's past noon when Andrew has to leave for another meeting. Hold on, how'd this go? Oh, it went up, thank God. I actually didn't think it would go up. I'm kind of nervous about that one, man. The fuck? Alright. Nope, my cat's back. I think he's just upset because I didn't give him a hell of a lot of attention earlier. Like, not as much as he usually demands. Yes, I know. Okay. Got some of my nose shut. There we go. Alright. But before we separate, Miss Santos,
a word of advice.
Oh wait, shit.
Just keep in mind that when it comes to cases like this, things aren't always what they seem.
Naturally, the mention in the letter was brought up several times during our talk. And though Ash is right, in that Andrew offers a different perspective, he has to leave more questions than answers instead. What is she? What does she want from me? Is she ever going to leave? They'll continue to bug me after we've left the coffee shop. I don't even notice when Ash takes a different turn on her way back.
Where are we going? You can drop me off at the park.
Pocket Chibi. Is that like Pokemon almost? And point of no return. I can't really read that one. Bat something. Like batch? Maybe? It's kind of got. I don't know.
Guess. You have 3 chances.
Oh god.
I'm serious, Ash. Where are we going?
Here's the answer. So he stops in his car in front of a small nondescript food stall, little ways from the movie house. If I wasn't paying closer attention, I would have missed it without a doubt. He motions for me to wait as he gets up the car and walks in his direction. Sheesh, if you want to buy something, just say it. You need to make yourself look mysterious. It makes you look more like a dork than cool. The wait isn't long, however. Soon, he's walking back, holding 2 fish-shaped cones in both hands. Ice cream, parfait, a cross of the 2? By the time he's back inside, I've given up any effort what he's bought. Nothing looks bad. It's actually quite cute. I want to see.
Take it.
I have to move my head back a little when he thrusts at me to avoid the ice cream and fruit topping from right up on my nose.
What's this for?
Well, it is kind of cute. I like it.
My arm's getting tired. 5, 4, 3, 2.
With a wary glance, I take it off his hands. I don't understand why there's a need for ice cream today. Nevertheless, I take a small bite. It's actually pretty good. I'm just showing my face because he chuckles as soon as I take another one.
Saw the place open the other day when we watched Zach's movie. Thought I should give it a try. It doesn't seem like a bad place to get food from time to time.
That's very nice.
And you're giving me free ice cream because...
Do I need to have a reason?
Not
Are
really.
you really going to ask me that?
Well, maybe for him. Here's the thing with Ashton Frey. He does not treat anyone to free food because he feels like it. He's that much of a Scrooge. What if he has his own apartment then at this point because and everything? Because based off yesterday's thing, like game-wise about 2 days ago, he sometimes just pops up randomly at people's apartments, like ones he's friends with, just to sleep there. So does he just not have his own apartment technically, and just crashes wherever the hell he can find? It would make sense. Hell, he even asked me to teach him how to haggle once. Haggle? Of all people, who'd ask me that? I'd have expected a request from Becca, but Ash? Not at all. If I'm gonna be honest, he looks a bit constipated with the expression on his face right now. I think he's starting to regret ever buying this.
The other day? The movie with Zach and Rebecca? Rebecca's there, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The fuck? What's going on? Yeah.
Anyway, during the movie, we, that is...
Oh, is he trying to fucking apologize?
Say you, we... Shit. Should have written down something first.
Is he having a really bad time at apologizing?
Get to the point, Ashton.
Right. I'm sorry.
What?
Not I'm sorry for, you know, not getting to the point.
Ah, shit. Cat's back. Come on, get up before you crush my knees. There we go.
I'm sorry for the other day. I got carried away. I said things that upset you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
That's really nice.
Oh, okay.
I'll accept.
Okay? That's all? That's all you're going to say? You're not still angry, are you?
You didn't have to buy me anything. A simple sorry would have been enough.
I don't even think she was ever angry in the first place either. Yeah, this is interesting. Like, I don't know like what aspect you're referring to, or if it's like this game or what. Like right now, nothing's really happened. Like, except for earlier, it hasn't been really scary today. But the story itself is usually pretty nice. And will you sit down, cat? Jesus fuck, sit down. I ran into the cone again. A small attempt to keep myself occupied and relieve the heat crawling up my face. It doesn't work, but at least I don't have to look at him. Am I feeling embarrassed over an apology? I have no idea. It's not like it wasn't called for. They're being mean, especially him, and in that fraction of a second it hits me. He skipped his day off for today. I should be the one apologizing and thanking him. Silence is awkward company while we finish our respective snacks. There are words for this. For people like us, for understandings and sentiments like this. Yet, in this instant, they won't come. As promised, he drops me off at the park right after, phrases unsaid, still hanging heavily in the air. This is really sweet right now. Fuck. I wish I'm happy I picked it this time instead of going with Zach. Cause God. Okay, well now I'm stuck. Fuck. Why you gotta lay on my arm? Damn cat. This cat is, by the way, about 15 pounds. He's very overweight, and he's an asshole. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier, more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people lying, leaning back on picnic blankets and simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, one would catch a whiff of freshly trimmed grass. Maybe I should try walking home today. Try to get my minds off things. To try and find the words somehow. I haven't done that in a while.
Thanks, Ash, for today.
No problem. Say hi to Rebecca for me.
This is really cute right now, though.
Yeah, I will.
Even so, I linger. We both do. A mild, humid breeze brings a smell of dried leaves, warm dirt, and a far-off distant memory. The fall starts in awkward first meetings. Same place, same people, playing the same parts. Funny how all these days my brain chooses to remember it now. I find it funny that one of the first times they met was actually when he had to go investigate the first house she sold, and they found a dead body in the sofa in that particular house. That was their first meeting, like officially. Despite him being her other friend's childhood friend, they never met really before then. Their first meeting was pretty bad.
Wait, Belle.
Ash exits the car. His strides are unsteady when he approaches me. Or maybe this is uncertainty showing? I'm not quite sure. He's never looked uncertain to me before. Always calm, always sure, always collected. He stopped a short distance from me, close enough that he's within arm reach, but just far enough that his voice could be heard over decent small talk, if this is what it's going to be. He fumbles for something in his pockets.
Here, catch.
What's he giving me? Oh, cute. It's a peach. I wish I knew what that said, but that's not any of the letters I learned. A small bag lands cleanly on my outstretched hand before it hits the ground. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he responds by shrugging and stuffing both hands in his back pocket. Somewhere off to the side, he finds an interesting spot to look at. Sometimes you have to wait, Papa said long ago. For once, this time I listen. His voice is halting, hesitant when he finds it again.
My mom used to make me carry around one of those when I was young. To ward off evil and bring you luck, she said.
I don't believe in this kind of thing now. But if it makes you feel safe, since you're a total scaredy cat, then I guess it's okay to give you one.
He's adorable. Perhaps, at the moment, there aren't any words for it. I've never been good with those. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I don't know what choice to make for this one. Fuck. You're not bad after all. You be nice when you're trying. Now we get a drink just to stall this out a little longer because I got no idea what the fuck to pick. I think I'm gonna go with the first one, but I don't know. Maybe. They both sound bad. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, first one it is. I'll check after we finish this. I close the short distance separating us. In the place of a phrase one couldn't spin together, or answers too early to seek, I lean over. And I give him a little peck on the cheek. Touch is short, fleeting. So I did make the right decision? Fuck. The kind that speaks volumes of boundaries we don't often cross as friends. Nevertheless, thought is there. It lingers. The gentle autumn wind that passes, and an empty space that separates us when I step back and I look up with a smile. It's easy to express gratefulness this way, isn't it? It's so cute. At least with my own family in that case. That's the case. For the two of us, I'm not quite sure. Did you understand? After all, gratitude is considered harder to put into words, when you spent the latter half of your friendship teetering between good-natured jest and ruffling each other's feathers. Seconds pass before he clears his throat. His face has gone remarkably red, whether that's from the heat or something else, I can't tell. But he understands. I know he does. Because a smile on him when he finally meets my eyes, as gently as I've seen him show.
I, gotta go. Got some reports I forgot to file the other day.
Yeah. See you around.
That's an excuse as ever.
Thanks for the ice cream and the charm.
Don't lose it. We won't find one here again if you do.
Wait, was that actually his? Like the one his mother gave him?
I won't. I might move like I have 2 left feet, but I know how to take care of my own stuff. I'm not a total klutz.
I know.
And Belle, remember that one time? Devlin Court?
Oh, I do. With all the clarity in the world.
You... At the time, when we... What I'm trying to say is that you can rely on me if something... anything happens.
What happened? I want to know what happened there.
Not the exact same thing, of course, but you get the idea. I'll be around.
What happened to Devlin Court?
I'll keep that in mind. You're not that bad after all.
Before leaving, he waves at me one last time. Next time we talk, we're back the way we are. Because at the end of the day, that's how things always move between us. What we're familiar with, what we're comfortable with. But for all that, it's easy to put my own faith in him. I just hope I can keep them safe. Keep him safe. A light wind blows again, sending dried leaves whirling and the distant smell of earth in the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe walking is good. I need to visit the grocery anyway. Hey, come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened up recently near the park? Alright. So obviously it went up. God. I'm gonna take another quick break again because I was eating pizza and I'm still hungry. So I should probably at least take a quick break. But I didn't actually expect this to be so heartfelt and stuff this time. So like sweet and shit. So yeah, but I'll be right back. ain't surprised. I just definitely not surprised that happened. Oh well. Nothing much happened in my little speak in there. Just me trying to figure where the fuck the cat came from, because apparently there's a cat now. But okay. All right. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bottled those at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench, drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. Yeah, that's true. I was only going for like, what, like 3, like not even a minute probably before it got me. So I have no idea how long it would take me before I noticed before, but I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back home they're considered ill omens.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
I'm talking to the cat. Maybe I am going insane. Not that I've ever acted gracefully in my life, of course. Growing up with the rowdy teenage brothers and sister does that. Maybe it's the opposite. Mom used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather and then I'm off. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad, even if it's a cat. As long as it doesn't bite or cross my path. Honestly, I love cats. Obviously, I got 2 of them. Even if they're assholes sometimes.
Well, where's your owner anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for, isn't it? Bandaged his rat on his paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did you run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets.
Boo.
I tried to bring one home before. A cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I'll let Becca do it. Took the smallest packet of sweets out of my bag and popped it open. I'm about to put one in my mouth. He meows. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
Hey, don't give it to the cat. Well, I don't know what kind of sweets you got. I don't think you can technically eat it. He doesn't meow again, as I'm expecting him to. But I take his unblinking gaze as yes. I'll shift the piece in my palm and hold it warily to him. He sniffs at it once, twice before.
Baruthia!
Marianne. Like a good, properly trained pet, Baruthia responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes to my face as my head snaps in direction of the voice. Miss McCullough is hard to miss, both their height.
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
Nah, he was a sweetheart, apparently.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
I was surprised you're being so nice to me.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry. Baruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Baruthiel's a she.
I'm sorry. She? All this time I thought the pause in conversation, it is to be called one, is uncomfortable. We're merely 2 people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meeting like this doesn't happen a lot, and if it does, a simple nodding of heads is enough. I want to talk about the cat more. Can I talk more about the cat? I keep my tone cordial and warm.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss McCullough.
And why exactly is that?
Oh, that didn't go
There
well.
are a lot of people who have pets.
Yeah, but not a black one. I'm amazed you're taking care of one.
I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Is there a problem with my cat?
Never mind. Apparently this is a bad idea.
No, not at all. She's very sweet. Just in other cultures, aren't they a sign of bad luck?
Back home, it is. My grandmother used to tell me stories about it, and
Nothing has happened to me so far.
displeasure is evident on her face. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Of course, I'd forgotten that for other people, black cats are an omen of good luck. There you go again, running your mouth off, Isabella. I work my brain for a way to remedy the situation, but she holds out her hand.
This is a good place to stop and end this conversation, don't you think so? It is Good to see you again, Santos.
A complete dismissal if I've ever heard one. Well, how much lower can I go for... Damn, we're pretty low. I know this game like affects like how, like later on, like with our relations with each other, how good it is and how bad it is and stuff. And like the white lines here, where it started at. Of course, I'm not doing that well with it, or with most of them, except for Ash. Apparently, somehow I'm doing very well with Ash. But Marianne, for instance, I just can't do it right. Oh, I'm sorry, Marianne. I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faced me again, looking like there's something she's about to say.
By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the rights, I mean. I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
I don't know.
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion,
The letter. The same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
I hasten to pick up all the bags before I've left on the bench and run as far as my legs can take me. That moment, what I'm carrying in my hand weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt that's trying to consume me. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house. Of her. Of my own cowardice. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity. One would think that someone who's been on a continuous binge of instant noodles will find home-cooked meal enjoyable. But it isn't. Hungerism was not at me tonight. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when the things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. Distracts you. Eats at you. Devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the only one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home. Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate
I forgot
agent.
about this. Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Fuck, I forgot about this. Shit. Oh, I liked Rose. No. No. This isn't what I want. This wasn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one is supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. So everyone kept telling me, so why? And I rushed to my study table and searched my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as I touch the edges. A piece of folded paper, the letter, laying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not long ago. She was okay. No. It wasn't Rose, I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and a sob escapes me, and hot tears began to blur my vision. One after another, they trickled down. Weighted by this very same guilt I refused to admit, and have been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that puts people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's for my contacts list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Again and again I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose! Don't do this to me! Please pick up! I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxborn in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
The TV runs loud in the background. It deafening sounds from my phone speakers. But in my ears, I can only hear the screams. Her pleas. Whispers. We're not safe. Ah, fuck. Always a fun time when your mentor gets murdered. Ugh. Shit. I can't believe I forgot about that one. Fuck's sake, man. I mean, seriously. How did I fucking forget about that? Whatever. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. My body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly, I become aware how awkward my position is, and the aches that accompany sleeping is curled up in a position the night before. Even if I slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words are heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of the letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else got involved. I should have. The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mocking, when I look at it, as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. I checked nonetheless out of habit more than anything. If this was one of those typical days, I'd have to comply and get myself to his office. Okay, let me read it out first. To BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, and policies will be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs, sales reports from the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We're expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you, Joya and Alice Schultz, BRC HR manager. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other, the place itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears cost me. Let's go to work. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead, and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by it, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule, like living beasts fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it in my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too I will deal with. Somehow. I'll find a way to make things right. I have to. Before it takes more people away from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Hold on. My cat's flipping out somewhere. I can hear him barely, but... Oh, I see him. Okay. Papers rustling, phones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today is like a typical work day at a Briar Reality Corporation. Except it isn't. There is thick tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's report, they'll likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me wide berth, as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose is left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up for my work to know what it's about. Jesus Christ, I can hear them. They're loud if I can hear them through my headphones pretty well. Maybe not loud for you, but yeah. He's in a strange, pensive mood today. Probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff?
I'm still assuming the damn still AWOL staff is dead. All of them are dead. Because the AWOL staff are all the ones who investigated that home. Like every single one of them are the ones who investigated. So there's no way that they're not in some way, shape, or form related to the deaths.
None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word in my office.
At the end of it, I've been giving the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and I've been promised ample compensation for my efforts. I think you expected me to be happy about it. Why would I be happy about my friend's death? Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to anyway, if I want to forget. Trust me on that. That's not a way to do. That's not a good coping mechanism for dealing with death. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily like that.
The Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. Without tapping my fingers against the keys for the office for the better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place, its history, from its current owners, and lists of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff, they may have a lot of agents hired, but I remember those names anywhere. After all, they're part of the crew who worked with us preparing the mansion for the open house. Then the letters... No, they can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
But Rose is...
Something snaps into place in a fraction of a moment. These people, Rose, the letter...
I need to... No. If it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, then maybe... I don't want to get my hopes up yet. But maybe there is a way to save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that'd be useful, I grabbed them all and stuffed them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something that those people should... A noise cuts sharply through the room, stuffing my hands short of cramming a pen in my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Fuck. So I must have the printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person's certainly going to have a fit tomorrow when, of wasted company resources. Most of the time it's Rose who does the nagging, but... Leaving my pen in my hand is welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each time my feet takes also echoes through the empty workplace. I lost sight of the janitor minutes ago, and me being the only one left, the tapping my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learned to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages are already strewn about the ground. The paper tray hadn't been left ajar. Sighing, I pick it up to place popper. The page that greets me makes my blood run cold. Yeah, that'd do it. The chill that makes its way up my spine is as numbing as the day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as I grasp through my gritted teeth. Before I can gather myself, take the first steps out of here, total darkness suddenly envelops me. And she's fucking back. Wow. Damn bitch. And it's appearing every horrid thought running inside my head right now. Something snaps. A soft creak grips the veil of stillness that is centered in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rich with sound. Familiar. So familiar now. In my own traitorous curiosity still pressed me to take a peek over the cubicle's walls. It's her. Standing the only exit of the office, I'll be facing away from me. Suddenly you turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes on the side of the gate. The same person in the attic. I take a step back, the pen I'm holding sits in my hand, and her entire head turns. A scream almost escapes from my mouth as I duck under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walking, the weird clicking that follows her, and a telltale squelch sling wet as she walks towards me. Nearer and nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimper from escaping as a hand covers my mouth. Someone please save me. Anyone! I close my eyes and when I continue to stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please don't let her hear me. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I'm not good at this stuff. Son of a bitch. Oh fuck, I think I'm dead. And I got a cat.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
The last of my lines of prayers left me. All that remains is a hush. None of her footsteps, nor those chilling sounds she makes. Only silence. Is it safe? The second passes when nothing comes. What? Fuck. That lady. Alright, I need to try. I gotta get past this at the very least. Please don't let her hear me. Oh, son of a bitch. I am not good at this. Oh, son of a...
Our Father, give us and lead.
I hate you. I really hate you. Okay, try again. Okay. How many times do I gotta do this? Oh, I did it twice. Wait. Oh my god, I did it. I did it on my third try. Seconds, minutes stretch out before me agonizingly. Is she gone? Slowly, I open my eyes to take a peek. I don't dare move or make a sound. Honestly, this is just as creepy as before. And she just stopped. In the face of such terror, I can only beg out silently to whoever is out there. Please don't let her notice. I want to live. Oh, fucking hell, man. You know, I know she lives. I know she does. That she's completely alright and everything. I'm perfectly well aware of that one, you know? But I remember the first time I played this game, like, I was so damn like pissed off because I had absolutely no fucking idea if she actually lived or not. I was flipping out. How is my thing already negative with him? Like, it's already gone down. This is supposed to be the base. Did I do something in the other? I don't know. What time is it anyway? Oh, fuck. I gotta get up in a few hours. Well, my dumbass stayed up way too late. Well, it's time for me to go to bed. But, yeah. Okay. I'm Hannah now. Isabella, it's okay. Mostly. Traumatized as fuck. But yeah. This was fun today. And everything. I'm definitely gonna keep playing this over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe not tomorrow or the day after. I don't think so. I'll probably play a different game, but I am determined to finish this. This time. Cause I haven't yet. But yeah. Thanks to Max for tuning in and helping me out earlier. Then anybody else who came in and watched, thanks for taking a look. And I'll be back another time with this game. Night.